This is a discussion to talk about asset management, best practice asset management. There's a massive focus here from the water and wastewater industries, which is our primary interest.
These kind of opportunities present us with the opportunity to look at what our clients really think about asset management, what the burning issues are.
How can we perhaps mature our common framework thinking so that we're able to manage these maintenance issues?
I actually think on any discussion about best practice on asset management, you've got to start with reliable, solid data that you can believe in.
I found today really interesting. It was a good opportunity to hear what other companies are up to and to validate some of the stuff that we're doing. But also I think it was good food for thought in relation to some of the things that perhaps I heard others that we're not doing.
You're potentially missing huge opportunities out there if you just rely on what's going on in-house. There isn't a blend between how you support what goes on internally and then attracting new technologies in.
What did surprise me today was the consensus really across both the asset managers themselves working for the water companies, but also the regulators as well. It was interesting to hear the sort of perspectives from the regulator.
Asset management is actually about ensuring that we understand our assets, we apply our assets, and we continue to deliver service and environmental benefits at lowest cost for customers.
Both price reviews have seen an increase in capital maintenance of around 20% through each of the peer review processes. That's quite a significant increase in cost.
We had a discussion about the manufacturing industry, which is really interesting because we in the water industry have, to a degree, a lot of manufacturing plants, so process plants. But perhaps we don't yet have the manufacturing mindset to operate those plants against, and that's a real opportunity for us in the future.
You know, going around an electronic component plant and somebody knowing where every single chip is, they've not calculated what the value of that is because it's just a no-brainer. Their industry is efficient and effective because they have fabulous asset knowledge and they've stopped thinking about whether they need it.
We need to become much more sustainable and long-term in our thinking around asset management, and I think it's as important that we prepare to serve our customers of the future today as effectively as we serve our current customers.
And I do think there is a key test for the common framework principles going forward, and that's to say, is it as good as assessing the industry's needs 20 years out as it is over the next 5 years?
There are always desires to do better and improve things going forward. And I think we can all recognise that, in whether it be in driving efficiencies, driving companies to be more efficient in what they're delivering.
I think innovation has other challenges, particularly as we've seen R&D investments in place, but then actually taking those ideas and applying them and building up that business confidence that this is actually something you do want to take and apply and roll out is the real challenge.
But I certainly feel that the water sector is quite well placed for the challenges of the future, understands its assets well and is able to respond to those challenges as they manifest themselves.
I think this is a really good event for key people in the industry and outside of the industry to look at what others are doing, to discuss the way forward and to perhaps come to some consensus about what the opportunities are, and it's good food for thought.